Okay. Hello. It has been a little while since my last reading. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Okay. Hope everything is well. I think I got too much light going on here. Let's see if that helps. Looks a little bit bright, or am I tripping? That looks better. Okay. Hello. So, static energy in the air. So I've been busy. I hope you guys have all had wonderful holidays and stuff. And my dogs are going to be going in and out. Okay. I'm going to try to keep the heater from having to turn on. All right, so I've been shocked by today. I don't know if you guys happen to look as I say it, it comes on. Isn't that nice? Okay, one more time. So I don't know if you guys have been watching some of the hearings on the voting systems and such. It's been quite fascinating. And for sure, I could feel great levels of stress in all of that confusion. So I thought it would be a good time to do just a collective reading of awareness for everyone and get that energy out. So let's see what words are here and then into the cards. Ooh, eye flies out. Okay. Now, while I look at this, I feel like I need to pull. I just heard I need to pull 3 cards. Okay. Okay. All right. So it looks like we've got our magician here in reverse. This is deception. Then we have a new beginning here. Ooh. But it feels like a new beginning from damage. Or I just heard out of the ashes. Oh, God. I hope it's not out of any ashes, but yeah. Okay. That threw me off. Then we've got the lovers, and then we've got, so then a union. I hope that's unity for more than just two people, but okay. Let's see what else we got here. And also, if you guys are watching along and you see a word that I'm missing, type that shit in. Because I know if you, as you look down, ideally the work with me in the letters is I look away and look back down, and a word pops out. So maybe it does that for you. Might help to have a pencil and paper or something so I don't move the letter you're staring at if you are doing that. Now remember, this is for the collective, but I'm feeling beyond just subscriber collective with what I was watching earlier, and that's kind of the energy I'm still going with. Crystal says you can barely see the letters. Really, I see it on my TV. Is anyone else having trouble? I can try to move it a little bit closer. Is it blurry for anyone else? Okay, so something's being erased. Erase it all. Those are the words I see here. Okay? And don't worry, Crystal, if you can't see, I will read it out loud for you, my dear. Do you think if I put a little more, well, if it needs more light, just holler, because I turned the light away too. Okay. I see erase it all. Okay, going back to that. Plus, oof, way rich. Somebody is getting way too rich off of something. Something to do with maintenance is what I'm hearing. Customized something. Custom M. Could be maintenance, could be music. Somebody's making money off of something that they do. Rich. So good luck if that's you. Of course, this is collective, so this could be what we're seeing also. I hear what I'm seeing this too, like this feels like a command. So CM can be here too. Well, that went very fast. Okay. Someone will be waiting. Feeling pulled. Some of you are going to have to wait. Waiting. I don't like this. Some of you are discussing marriage or considering it. If it is something to consider, yes is here, no is not. There's going to be a search going on. Some of you are going to be searching and fleshing out a lie. Some of you will be searching on a map or going somewhere. A call needs to be made. Okay. Some of you are going to be needing your wit. I just heard this week. Some of you are going to get some type of rule about what has to be shared. Something has to be shared. A list. Oh, wait a minute. No, I take that back. Some of you have to share the real list. Ooh. Some of you have to share your real list. The name Paul appears. Okay, Paul appears. Okay, some of you have to share your real picture. This could be a picture of yourself. You don't want to do that. Why? Let's see. Because stalling is here. So maybe maybe for some of you this will be for work. For some of you, you're holding off on going to get a picture or some type of identification done. I feel like this is work or new, something new related. It feels like a new beginning at something. Could be a job. Feels like work. W's here. Some of you are going to be dealing with, a group of, okay. Let me finish this. Let me make sure. Some of you are going to be dealing with a crew or a group think of situation. You'll know the group because they want to shame you or shame everyone around into behaving a certain way. Some of you need to be very careful going outside It's icy out there. I see Lucy here too. Some of you be careful what you're eating. It looks like something needs to be cooked thoroughly. Maybe someone's offering you something that's not cooked thoroughly. Be very careful. This is, wow, okay. So on my own doing readings earlier today, and I'm going to publish that now. I'm going to publish it for sure. So I was doing another video while those hearings was going on. So I'll post the link and you can listen for yourself. And I was just pulling letters while people were talking just to see what would come out. It's very interesting. So if you've heard of ACLU, it's there. This was in my earlier reading. So we may be hearing something going on with them, loud and proud. I lost the word. Okay. Wait a minute. It's here again. Good Lord. I'm not reading this one out loud. Y'all got to read for yourself. Sorry. Some of these words, I need to put a disclaimer. Some of these words I'm just not comfortable saying out loud. Algorithms. Okay, taking away the A part. There's going to be something to do with spyware we're going to be hearing about, I hear, 5 days. Let me double check that. Okay, 4 or 5 days. Something to do with spyware. Now back to the rest of people. Some of you are stressing too much and are driving yourself towards an ulcer. Some of you may be already having one. Scratch that. Some of you are dealing with somebody that you may find silly. Some of you just have silly pets. I also see some of you not being comfortable with your hair. And you may want to figure out how to get your hair cut. Some of you are going to be, oh, wait a minute. Some of you are going to be doing your guide work. It's meditation time, quiet time for somebody. Oh, yeah, well, never mind. Yeah, I was feeling that part too. Ooh. Um, I don't like that part though. Is something coming? Okay. Okay. Very interesting. So I have what I feel right here is Chicago. O falls out. Blank. Things are still in the process at this time. So I had to break off from that because sometimes those letters mean other things to me. Okay. Now I'll do some cards. Yeah, I don't like this right here. I still see letters. And blink. In and out. All right, let's go with cards. So it looks like, ooh, okay, okay. Mm. Two of Cups is in reverse. Talks breaking down of talks. This feels like news, which is what I was kind of going for anyway. I just really wanted to record this to see what happens. So it looks like communication breakdown happens, and we get two in reverse, but then two writes itself. And it comes in as judgment or karma. There's Six of Pentacles. This is like having to make a deal with strings attached or something. Outside of the strings attached thing, completion happens in silencing someone or some people. Because there's completion between these two moments here. There's completion here. It's a turn of events where it's like it's not quite the way we want this card to fall. It's a change, at least for somebody, beyond someone's control. It's a change beyond control. I don't like this card being here because this is like a bad handout. Do this or else. And then sleeping, like resting. And in the window, it's always worth knowing in this card, like there's a woman and children, a child outside of this. Looks like art, but for me, it's a window out into the rest of the world. The sword is like, it's a mental process, it's thinking. But then the coin is the physical world. It's like strings attached to change your mind. Then we have the wands. And the knight in reverse is a savage motherfucker. He comes in pretty fast, does his thing, probably leaves that wand up your bum, and he's out. 10 reverses here. Yeah. Yeah. So our 10 of wands in reverse is just reaching a point of being burnt the fuck out. It's working hard, it's waiting, it's just, I can't take anymore. It's, it's being more than ready for the next thing. It's feeling like things would work if people would act right. Feels like a situation that isn't changing or growing. And then the Hierophant. It's old traditions, old rules, old ways of doing things. Yeah, it's gonna be some loss. Gonna be some loss. The Five of Cups in reverse, though. It's moving on. It's letting shit, like, okay, it's going forward. There's work. It's moving on for a new cycle. Okay. But then the Magician reverses. It's moving for a new cycle with, like, a deception. Crafty shit. Fraud. Then our Two of Swords reverses. Just, this isn't good. No, this is not good. This is confusion. Not knowing what's coming next. We would have waiting. We would have protection. We would have secrets. But it's like being made to move forward even knowing what's fucked up. The Knight of Swords comes in here. So this is, and it flies here, so I'm going to leave it there. It's confusion with no direction. How about that? At the bottom of the deck is strength. Damn. But it's not a bad place to be at the end of all this wackadoodle stuff. So as it pertains to the outside world of us, what we will hear in the news, because again, that's where I was at the beginning of this. I see an offer to work in a situation with others. Something that should be working out. Two alternative or alternate sides. Could be left and right. Could be political, because that's what I was thinking. That's what brought me to doing this reading. So it looks like the political parties are not in sync, right? Judgment comes in on this. A deal of some sort is made, but it's not going to say it's a bad deal, but it's like, it's a deal amongst rich people. Good Lord. And for me, I see that in the card here. For me, I see that in the card because we've got balance and exchange of valuables happening between two, while the other is covered in a desire for trust while having to be critical, but still having to ask for help. They want balance also. But this person, these two are like interacting with each other, while this one feels forgotten, feels like they are on the cusp or on the brink of taking an action, but waiting for help. Here we have the waiting. Waiting for that help. Feeling like domination. Feeling like you're being dominated. This is like feeling like it's bad luck. And then a messenger. Yeah. Then a messenger arrives of some sort. And that is a angry individual. So we have completion here. We have groups and awareness here. We have process and the waiting. I don't even want to call it. It's a completion in numbers, but in act and experience, it is not. It's waiting. And I guess the completion is like, okay, you're gonna get your money, you're gonna get what you need. We'll give you balance. Wait, just hang on a minute. Here, at the opposite end of this. So our wheel is like change that we can't control, or at least you feel like you can't. I don't like that. Now you got the Knight coming in with a message. The Knight comes in with some type of fucking message about work. About work, about getting things done. It's moving into also a place of being too busy. In a bad way. Hiding. It's overextending a situation. It's breaking backs, bending spines on some we know it's good for you type shit. For me, this feels like people who are burnt out while being told to, how do I say this? Being told to rely on old faiths and traditional beliefs and old bits and pieces of paper that were not written at times like these. I will not go further than that. I see in these two here, it's like money for nothing. Money for nothing, but with great loss. It's losing a lot to get a little. It's losing a lot to move into a new cycle. A new cycle that comes from a lie. A new cycle that is brought about by weakness, by weakening. See, there's 3 cups here that are spilt over, and there's 2 left. And this person is experiencing, or looks, they're not having a good time. Looking at what was lost, because they are facing their old land. A bridge has been crossed into a new land where cups and valuables, tangibles are spilled and lost. Some of you may be accepting or considering accepting a lesser job than what you know you can put out. This may be also a time for the guides. If this resonates, wouldn't be a bad time to start looking at business. Needy business. What do people need at this time that you can supply or build up to? Now these are all hanging out together here. And out of this, we get some communications. I feel like this is news. We get communication, news, awareness of deceptions and fraud. Fraud. What is the outcome of this? That's not the worst card that could come out. Out of that comes emotional force. Emotional pushing and aggressive talking. Lots of awareness being made out of this. Then we have the Hangman. But he's in reverse. This is like someone stalling out on something. Someone, oh, wait a minute. I feel like in a news way, we're going to be hearing about people who were afraid to do something, holding back. It feels like revelation or revealing of others. This really feels like it goes here. But it came here. We're not worthy. It's just going to be fighting. I would highly recommend everyone start paying attention to the news and all this stuff with the voting. This really feels like very shocking news coming our way. It's going to bring emotion out of everyone, I think. What we're going to see, though, in the meantime, in the middle of that, will be stalling. Stall tactics abound. Let's see if we can clarify any of the stall tactics. Court. Nine of Wands. Defensiveness. Stamina. People keeping up the good fight. Power. And truce comes out in reverse. I think we know the opposite of a truce. Oh my. Okay. I'm going to read from the literal, what I see in the pictures. It looks to me like there is going to be some type of fight for power. The lights really stick out to me. I hope that none of us end up in a blackout behind no stupid shit, is all I'm saying. But this feels like somebody loses electricity here. I see people outside, standing around a building. Very tall building. This looks like this looks like a battle for, deals. Deals that work for some, maybe not for others. Somebody's looking to get their reserves refilled, get their glass filled. Slick and slippery person. What makes me question the actual power, like our light bulbs and shit, is the power card and interference being here. Let me close my door. Hold on, you guys. It's cold. This does feel like an interference of power. But I really do get the television block or something. Like, when something happens, there's going to be an exchange of power, but I also see some type of interruption of power. Literally. Yeah. Okay. So what comes out is the Eon. Yeah, okay, in reverse. No less. People creating their own fucking karma in between. So this sneaky, slippery fucker who's greedy for power, it's like putting that person in a place where they're saying things that won't be heard. Valor is here in reverse, along with the public defender. Because it's getting too negative for me, I'm going to turn these the other way, because fuck it. I see the players' conversations or words not being quite as powerful and fulfilling as they used to be. The eons here. Then we have valor here. It's like someone's honor. Remember, this was in the other direction. Someone's honor or dishonor is revealed. And then the public defender. Hello. So it's like the player gets revealed in court. The act or the shady gets revealed in a courtroom. The problem is there's no outcome here that I see, so let's pull more cards. Because you've got interference, the hermit kind of sitting over here. Well, it's like someone in power in a place of forced isolation. Maybe because they're in danger. And justice. Justice came out to me at an angle. So that's always interesting. So it feels to me like I just heard a League of Nations. Okay. It feels like some people in high places are going to make a move for power. Feels like universal shift, universal control, universal groups, if you will. And then we have the world here, the universe, everything. There's bliss here. There's bliss. And it's on top of the public defender. Yeah. On top of justice comes the chariot in reverse, no less, which is always fun. It's like being taken someplace you don't want to go. It's the way I kind of see it. Don't really have any control over where shit's going. It feels like this can also be aggression. And then happiness comes out as a choice. On top of that, the hangman returns. So there's waiting and indolence. Eight of Cups. Now, because it's at an angle, sideways, this has a deeper meaning to it, yes, but it could be moving on from a very tiring fucking situation. This can be a decision to also avoid loss. We have the hangman here. This can be the card of a new start in a situation, an initiation of sorts. Because it's at an angle, it can also be stalling. Okay? It could be stalling out, avoiding something. Now, if I read literally, again, I see a power outage situation somewhere. Please make sure your flashlight batteries are, taken care of, dealt with. And even if you don't have any outage, you're good, right? Ooh, get some rechargeable stuff. Those can be fun. The ones that charge in the sun. You just never know. So somebody's slick and deviant. The trickster gets an interference in what their original plan was. There's isolation for that trickster. Someone right now publicly that we all know is in hiding, not really feeling good about about the direction things are going. This involves court. So waiting, universe. And yes, I fucking shifted the cards around to tell a story here. Because I think the most important thing is paying attention to just having discernment for what data you take in at this time. And justice, while holding the sword of justice and the scales behind him, justice is sitting in the dark. This does feel like a real major communication breakdown. Turn that the right way. And if you want to look close, I mean, those who watch the news can make their own decisions about what's in that card. What does it look like? Skipping over that, I ain't saying nothing about that. Skipping over that, we've got justice. It's like the player gets busted. Then there's a new cycle, like money issues come about, power, control, status become a problem. They reverse, and it turns into isolation. I don't know why I just heard solitude on crack. Okay. There's... I think the next week and so is going to be something we need to pay attention to. What advice do we have to stay calm? Good message. For everyone, guys, protect yourself at this time from negative people, negative energy. Very harmful for the body. Yeah. So right now, we want to pay attention to all those people who are thinking a little too freely with our freedoms. There's a test happening at this time. Very easy to see that. There's a test going on here between the haves and the have-nots. Really, that's what I see. At this time, we should be, as a collective, learning more about our freedoms, because we'd like those back. Harmony, mastery of the self, the greed of the others. Oof, that flew. So, this box thinking writes itself. Gifts coming towards the collective. Those of you who have been waiting for something. This is about mastering the self, gaining wisdom, and deciding if you want to be a part of a new cycle, a new intentional cycle, a cycle of perception and how you look, how things look. Watch your energy. Wow. 3 comes out in reverse again. And then we get freedom to make choice, freedom to choose, freedom to write your own data on this card. But there is going to be it's going to be a new world. I mean, we're in it. Shit, what am I talking about? We're in a new world. Priorities are going to be the thing, though, for the next few days. Action. Starting something new. The new year. But writing the card for yourself, don't forget you are being tested. Wow, look at that. So within the test, I think calm for everyone is the key. Be still and pray. Okay. I feel like I got that out of my system. Any other messages? I feel like there's another one here. Just a little alteration on it. Oh, I don't like that one. Okay. I hope that's not a message for anybody directly at this time, but if anything happens in the next week or so coming up, I hope that's not the case. In case it is, please get your rest. Okay, that's that. I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys for checking this out. And I'm going to edit the other video and get that up so you guys can check that out too. And watch along with the others as they try to explain how it's easy to hack voting machines. Is all I'm saying about that. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. Since no one's saying anything, you're so quiet. I hope I didn't freak you guys out with this reading, but it really felt like it was there, so I needed to speak on it. I hope everyone else is doing well. I'm hopping off now. It is ice cream time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll do this again soon. Open readings, too. Really soon. All right, guys? Nope, thanks. All right. You guys have a good night. Talk to you soon.